Happy Monday, first grade Smarties. You are seeing me for the second time today to talk about our writing. So, today you guys started a new story called Adelita. Now, Adelita is what kind of story? What kind of stories have we been learning about? Been learning about different kinds of Cinderella stories, right? So, today your writing asks, how does Esperanza help Adelita without using magic? So, what does Esperanza now? Who is Esperanza in the story? What is she like? It says that she doesn't use magic. So she must be what in this story? Kind of like Cinderella's fairy godmother, right? But it asks, oh, here's a kitty. Little cat wants to know how Esperanza doesn't use magic either. Say hi, little cat. Okay, so how does Esperanza not use magic to help Adelita? This one, this one is going to be kind of tricky because it's up to what you hear and see in this story. So I have pulled up a video that will help us with our writing, and it's the page that will explain what Esperanza does to help Adelita get to the party, right? So we are going to go over to YouTube. I have a read aloud, and it's going to explain what Adelita does or what Esperanza does to help Adelita get to the party. So I'm going to make this full screen. Maybe. Okay.
Adelita asked. Soy yo, only me. It was Esperanza.
Esperanza.
Oh, Esperanza, I've missed you so much, Adelita cried. Don't cry, mi pequeñita, my little one, Esperanza said. I am here. I have been swimming.
I'm listening for how she's helping her without magic.
Would not let you go to the fiesta, so I have come to help. I've borrowed a cart to take you there.
Oh,
but I have nothing to
borrowed
wear,
a cart.
Adelita said. Come with me, Esperanza said. They went to the Cuarto de Telice's storeroom. Over there, behind those boxes, is your mother's trunk. The key is behind the crucifix. Adelita unlocked the trunk. Inside, she found an old-fashioned, beautiful white dress. Under the dress was a magnificent rebozo, shawl, embroidered with birds and flowers. Oh, mi mamacita, my little mother, Adelita whispered. Adelita washed and dressed. Esperanza braided her hair and wound ribbons and flowers.
Okay, so Esperanza braided her hair?
Adelita said. Doña Micaela will be furious
and helped her find her mother's dress.
She will never recognize you, Esperanza assured her. Now, vámonos, let's hurry. The fiesta had already begun when Adelita arrived.
All right, so in the original Cinderella story, and if you think back to even the movie, when you think about Cinderella stories, we talk about how her fairy godmother uses magic to help her get to the ball, right? In the movies, we see animals helping her get ready and get her hair ready. She bippity boppity boos the dress. Now, in Cinderella stories, they don't say bippity boppity boo, right? But she uses magic to create new, beautiful things for her to go to the ball. Now, in Adelita, did Esperanza use magic? Did she have a wand? Did she say anything for things to come out of nothing? No. I heard 3 ways that Esperanza did not use magic. So for my sentence starter, who am I writing about? I'm writing about Esperanza, right? And Esperanza's name is up here. So you can find her name in the question. So I'm going to start my sentence with Esperanza. I'm going to make sure I start with an uppercase letter because every sentence starts with an uppercase letter, but Esperanza is a name, so that also gets an uppercase letter. That is called a proper noun. Esperanza and it asks how she helped. Now, I'm talking about how she helps in the past. What am I going to add to help to know she did it in the past? Add ed. So help, helped. I'm going to add that ed. She helped Adelita what about how she got to the ball or how she got to the fiesta? How did she get to the party? What did Esperanza do? Did she turn a pumpkin into a carriage? No, it said that she borrowed a cart. So Esperanza helped Adelita by borrowing a cart. Now, I'm going to make a list of ways that she helped her. So I'm going to use something called a comma. I use a comma when I'm making lists of things. What about Adelita's dress? What did Esperanza do to help her find her dress? She didn't make one with magic. We know that Esperanza doesn't use magic. What did Adelita wear? What did they find? They found Adelita's mom's white dress, right? And that shawl. So Esperanza helped Adelita by borrowing a cart. She found Adelita's mother's dress. And what was the final touch she did? What did she do with her hair? What did she do? What did it say she did in the story? It said that she did what to it? She braided her hair, right? And braided Now I'm going to say Adelita because she didn't braid her own hair, right? Adelita's hair. And then I'm going to add to the end without magic because it's important that we remember that we're talking about how she helped her get ready without magic. Now, this is a long sentence. You can break this into multiple sentences. I used commas. I use commas when I'm listing things. So if you see right here, I had a comma, said Esperanza helped Adelita by borrowing a cart, comma, found Adelita's mother's dress, comma, and braided Adelita's hair without magic. What am I missing? I'm missing punctuation. All right, so I'm going to add that punctuation. Make sure it's good. All right, got that punctuation. I started with a capital letter. I had my finger spaces. I made sure to check that I spelled my words correctly. I can use my computer to help me if I'm having a hard time spelling a word, but you can put this into more than one sentence. You could say Esperanza helped Adelita by borrowing a cart. Esperanza found Adelita's mother's dress to wear, period. And Esperanza braided Adelita's hair without magic, period. You can turn this into more than one sentence. I use commas to help me make a list, but you are more than welcome to do it independently. Just make sure that it makes sense. You started with an uppercase letter, you use finger spaces, and you end with punctuation. Four very important rules. All right, guys, so your question was, how does Esperanza help Adelita without using magic? Feel free to use that read aloud on YouTube to go back and listen if you're having a hard time. Feel free to rewatch this video if you need to. And I hope you guys have a great Monday. Roar like the Rockford Tiger that you are. And go explore. Go read a really great book. That's one of Miss Mason's plans today. All right, guys. Happy Monday.